name is Maribel and I suffer from depression, PTSD, and anxiety.
Hi, my name is Norma and I suffer from depression.
My name is John and I suffer from PTSD.
My name is Erica and I suffer from depression.
Nearly 1 million people die of suicide every year. One lost life every 40 seconds. 100,000 of those deaths occurred in the United States of America in 2018, and the numbers are increasing. Researchers predict that if the number increases the way it has every year, by 2020, suicides can occur every 20 seconds.
I met Justin when I was about 15 years old. The most about Justin was that he was very protective over my sister and I, and a lot of us in our group of friends. He was a very quiet man, and he was very private, and he enjoyed, his hobbies were guns, and that's how he lost his life. You know, he never showed any signs of suicide. And till this day, it kills me not knowing what he went through in his head or anything. Anything that I would see him being sad, mad, or anything, I would ask him what was wrong, and he would just brush it off, saying, "I'm okay," and he would just go on with his life. I found him on his knees, and there was a puddle of blood next to him. I called out his name, and he never responded. I figured he did something really bad, and he shot himself in the face, so he was unrecognizable, and they killed me a lot. I wanted to give up so much after Justin passed away. I was scattered everywhere. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was out there for me, if I had any purpose in life. I also wanted to die too, like after he died, because I wanted to go with him. But you just have to roll up your sleeves. Find your purpose on why you're here. Don't ever lose hope. Even though something tragic happened, something good comes out of it. I love you, and I miss you.
So my name is Norma. I've been through a lot. I think that's why I'm doing this, to help others be able to cope and understand what depression is and what it does to you. I had therapy for maybe 2 years in my early 30s, and so it wasn't easy going to therapy for 2 years and trying to go through all that chaos and reliving every moment. But one day I was laying in bed and I just didn't want to live anymore. So I grabbed a bunch of pills, I popped them in my mouth, but something was telling me that I still needed to be here. So I took all those pills out of my mouth and I threw them in the trash. Since I've been taking medication for depression for the last 12 years. Don't be afraid to get help. There is people out there that do understand you and have been through what you've been through.
I served from 2009 all the way to 2017. During our Afghanistan deployment, we had a lot of casualties of fellow soldiers and our local counterparts from Afghanistan. I've never tried to take my own life. You know, obviously the thoughts are always there when times get tough. You know, going through everything when I came back, you know, I questioned myself a lot on what I was here for, why I came back. And the thoughts were always there. But a lot of the times I try to make them go away, just thinking about my family, my kids, or at that time my kid, my wife, just thinking about, you know, the good things, the brighter side of my life. Yes, I suffer from depression, anxiety, PTSD, and the only way around it is just trying to stay busy. I don't want to go talk to anybody. It's like the typical military thing of just thinking that no one's going to understand. Whoever wasn't there isn't going to understand. So I try to keep myself busy. As soon as I got out of the military, I went straight to school, and I kept going to school just to try to stay busy, keep my mind busy, just working, trying to spend as much time as I can with my family. I mean, I don't take medication. I just try to self-sustain myself. Getting help is not a bad thing. That we should essentially try to seek help wherever we can, you know, instead of just holding it inside, bottling it up, and doing things that we shouldn't. You know, suicide is definitely not, it shouldn't be a thought, because everything that we've gone through in the military or outside, you know, it can be helped, it can be diverted into a different version of life, and seeking help is not a bad thing.
My daughter's name is Leah. Currently she's 7 years old. And at the age of 6, she expressed that she wanted to kill herself. All throughout her first grade year, she was kind of she was bullied by a classmate. You know, Leah, if you're just gonna keep crying, then you should just kill yourself. So it was then put into her head, and at that moment, my heart dropped, my heart shattered, and my whole body was shaking, and I continuously told her that she should never believe anything that anybody else says, that she needs to believe that she is beautiful and strong and, you know, smart and so worth it, you know. We don't take that stuff lightly, because we in our family have had to suffer through a suicide. So to her, it might not have been, she might have not understood, but to us, we do. And we know that little words like that can cause something so big, whether not now, but later on in life. And no matter how young or how old a person is, they should never have to say words like this to another human being. If you know that your child is not being kind to another child, that is your job to direct them in a direction and guide them and show them how they can treat other human beings who have, or to the parents that have a child that is suffering depression, you know, you just always remind them of how loved they are. Help them fight that. Help them fight the negativity given by other people. And we have to teach them how to fight those words.